Thanks for selling your car to Carvana. Here's your check.
Whoa, when did I get here?
What do you mean?
I swear it was just moments ago that I accepted a great offer from Carvana online. I must have time traveled to the future.
It was just moments ago. We do same-day pickup. Here's your check for that great offer.
It is the future.
It's the present and just the convenience of Carvana. Sorry to blow your mind.
It's all good. Happens all the time.
Sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times may vary and fees may apply.
At Sierra, you'll always find apparel, footwear, and gear for 20 to 60% less than department and specialty store prices. But right now, it's clearance time, so you can save even more on everything you need to get active and outside. Visit your local Sierra store today.
This is Optimal Health Daily, How to Build the Muscle of Change by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Hey there, happy Monday. Thank you so much for being here. And welcome back to a new week of Optimal Health Daily. This is where I read to you from some of the best health and fitness blogs on the web, kind of like an ongoing audiobook. And with that, let's get right to today's post as we optimize your life. How to Build the Muscle of Change by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. When you try to make a change in your life, create a new habit, or set a resolution, are you usually good at it, or does the change fail after 2 or 3 weeks? Some people are better at it than others because they've learned some simple strategies for changing, but also because they've built up their change muscle. What's a change muscle? It's the muscle we use for creating changes in our lives, and like our physical muscles, it's weak if you haven't trained it. I started training my change muscle in 2005, when it was weak and I could never make any lasting changes. I felt helpless and didn't know what to do. I felt like I couldn't ever make changes. But I've learned in the years since that the change muscle is like other muscles. You might be weak at first, but you get stronger with regular training. Imagine trying to lift a barbell with 350 pounds of weights on it. Even lifting it 6 inches off the ground would be a nearly impossible feat for those who haven't trained their muscles to lift heavy loads. You'd struggle and nearly burst a vein, but you wouldn't budge the barbell. But if you started with just the barbell with no weights on it and began lifting that, you'd be much more likely to succeed. Then you would add 5 to 10 pounds on each side, and your muscles will grow stronger. Keep adding a little at a time, and soon you'll be able to lift the 350-pound loaded barbell that once seemed impossible. Your change muscle works in the same ways. As I've been learning about growing physical muscles, I realize how many parallels there are with growing the change muscle. Principles of growth. The principles for growing your change muscle are similar to growing regular muscles. 1. Start small. If you try to lift too much weight at first, you'll have bad form and injure yourself and won't last long. But if you start with just the barbell or other light load, you can learn how to lift, and you're much more likely to stick with it for a while. The change muscle is the same. Start with one change, just 5 minutes a day. You will want to do more, but if you do more, you're much more likely to fail in the long run. 2. Train regularly. Some people will go to the gym for a week, then stop, then start again in a few months. In this scenario, no progress will be seen. You have to do it regularly to see progress. Same with the change muscle. Do it daily, just 5 minutes a day. You'll get stronger and stronger with regular training. Don't start big, then stop after 1 or 2 weeks, then start again later. Regular repetition is key. 3. Increase the load gradually. If you don't increase the weights, you don't get stronger. But if you increase too much, you'll get injured. With your change muscle, increase your daily training by 5 minutes each week. So, 5 minutes a day the first week, then 10 minutes a day the second week, and so on. You'll be amazed at how strong your change muscle gets with gradual progressive loading. 4. Rest and cut back on other work. Most people don't understand the importance of rest when it comes to training. We train, then rest, and we grow. If we don't rest, we hurt our progress. Growing the change muscle is the same. You need to train just 5 minutes a day at first, then rest. Meaning, don't try to make changes all day long at first. Don't try to make your first change as you're traveling and taking on big projects and also taking classes and making 3 other changes at the same time. You'll overload yourself. Make one change and let yourself stick to your regular routine or load the rest of the day. And 5, fuel the growth. Aside from rest, fuel is one of the most overlooked aspects of muscle growth. You need sufficient calories for growth. Otherwise, all the training in the world won't get you anywhere. So, what fuels the growth of the change muscle? Motivation. Find as many ways to motivate yourself as possible. Make the change enjoyable. Get a partner. Join a class. Blog publicly about it. Join a forum. Create rewards. Celebrate small victories. Create a chart to see your progress, and so on. The more, the better. Most people underfuel their change muscle. First steps. So, how do you get started training your change muscle if it's weak and undertrained? Just like you'd get started with strength training, start with body weight exercises and just a few per day. Here's what I'd recommend. 1. Pick an easy, positive change that you can do in 5 minutes. Want to garden? Just 5 minutes of gardening a day. Want to declutter or eat fruits and veggies or get into jogging or swimming or meditate? Just focus on 5 minutes a day. 2. Focus on enjoying the new habit. If you enjoy it, you'll want to keep doing it for longer. If you're doing it to improve or because it's good for you or you should, you won't stick with it for long. 3. The focus is on doing it regularly, not on growing it quickly. Do it daily at the same time every day. 4. Cut back on other changes so you can put all your energy on this one change. 5. Fuel your change with as much motivation as humanly possible. More is better in this case. And 6. Grow it gradually by adding 5 minutes to your daily training a week. You'll be amazed at how much progress you make over time as your change muscle grows stronger. We tend to blame our failures on our lack of discipline, but we're not undisciplined, we're just undertrained. Grow your change muscle with smart principles of growth, and soon you'll be a hulking beast of a change master. You just listened to the post titled, How to Build the Muscle of Change by Leo Babauta of zenhabits.net, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Between my busy schedule and trying to keep up with summer plans, finding time for healthy meal prep can feel like a constant battle. Factor can help with tasty, chef-prepped meals that are dietitian approved and delivered right to your door. They make it easy to support your wellness goals with a variety of over 65 weekly meals. Plus, you can get premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp without any extra cost. They've also introduced new Mediterranean diet options, which are packed with protein and healthy fats, alongside bold, new Asian-inspired meals with flavors from China, Thailand, and more. If I wasn't already meal prepping weekly myself, it's what I'd use. Eat smart at factormeals.com/OHD50off and use code OHD50off to get 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code OHD50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog. Oh, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos Triple Zero can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
Dr. Neal here for my commentary. There are studies that support the approach Leo described today. When it comes to starting a new habit, the best thing to do is focus on consistency first. For example, let's say we think it's not worth working out unless we're able to exercise for a full hour at a time. Well, we need to let that thought go and remind ourselves that even a little bit goes a long way. Studies have found that instead of trying to find time to get in an hour workout once a week, just get in 5 minutes every day. This is because this type of consistency is more important in the beginning to build that foundation. Then, once we're used to getting in those 5 minutes every day, we can think about adding more time or more days, or even add in another habit too. So, as today's author Leo said, just aim to do 5 minutes of the habit you're trying to build every day, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you'll progress. All right, that'll do it for another edition of Optimal Health Daily. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another post and where your optimal life awaits.